What's up, DLLS Cowboys podcast? Got my hoochie shorts on, but they can't get mad at me. I'll keep them pulled down real good. I get that handle for you.
We got to start this whole show.
Sorry, I wasn't ready. It's time to rock and roll. Talk Cowboys, Cardinals. Get you ready, baby. Plus Dak and Schotty respond to Jera. Let's do it all right now, okay? Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
You all buckled up there?
Sorry, getting my fanny pack buckled. My whole Halloween thing situated. Trying not to let my legs out because our bosses get mad at us. But welcome in. It's time to have ourselves a party. Get ready for Cowboys Cardinals, which will be on Monday, of course. But we'll have you a nice little preview today. And, of course, because it is a preview of the game, it is brought to you by our friends at Game Time, who we love very much. Yep. It's the Dallas Cowboys game preview show powered by Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets. Download the Game Time app and create an account. Use the code DLLS. You get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Hit the like button. Sure would appreciate it. Got my fanny pack. No, that. And we're ready to rock. So, yeah, Jerry said weird stuff about how there was a bunch of natural gas in the world, and because there's so much of it out there, that's why he's not worried about fixing the Cowboys defense. He said that to a Wall Street Journal reporter for an interview, and Clarence clarified that he thought that they were just D'ing around before the interview, and that he's surprised that the guy would ran with that. You know. Hi, I'm Jeff, and next to me is former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holland. What about next to him is the second greatest beat writer in the history of the world, Mr. Ali Jawad. What are you laughing at?
I just love how John just cut you off. Was like, gonna introduce everybody?
Who are we?
Forgetting something.
I'm going to tell you guys the sign of a great producer. A great producer can put you on track without saying anything.
He did.
He was like, this dude is definitely about to do the show without introducing everybody.
To be fair, you're starting with Jerry, so you're eager. You got to start with the guy that you love talking about the most.
I'm about done with Jerry.
You say that every week.
Look, every time you say that, something new comes out every week.
Then you go,
you want to know?
Then you go, I'm not going to say anything. then all of a sudden, the ball get passed around, and it gets back to you, and you're like,
it's Batman and Joker.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Joker, yeah.
It is absolutely
I'm done
Batman
with him,
and
but
Joker.
then, he robs an orphanage or something. Like, all right.
Do you know what happened yesterday? This is what grinds my gears.
Okay.
I'm not, I don't ever want to do a Jerry Jones rant. I don't want to care about Jerry Jones, right? And so I went into that segment.
The Jerry Jones rant coming.
No, this had nothing to do with Jerry. I went into that segment very calmly.
Yeah.
And then Clarence said a bunch of stuff that was crazy. And I was like, what? And so I calmly talked about Jerry. And then some of the stuff Clarence said at the end, I was like, no. And then I got mad. And I don't ever intend to.
So you're blaming Clarence?
Yes.
Okay.
It's always, because then guess what I see? I see something that's been shared on social a lot that our company put out that looks like Jeff had a big Jerry rant. No, I had 30 seconds of reaction to some weird stuff Clarence said that made me fire off. And now it's like, yep, there he goes again. He's Jerry ranting. And I'm like, no, I'm not Jerry ranting. Clarence made me Jerry rant accidentally for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Austin has a good point, though. Jerry is kind of my squirrel. Just yell Jerry. Watch what happens.
I wouldn't know what to do if I caught it.
Anyway. So Jerry said his weird, funny, goofy Jerry stuff, which meant that we have reporters on the scene who go in here, and then Schotty's going to get asked about it, and Dak's going to get asked about it. And Ali, you were there for the Dak stuff. I do think part of his quote is interesting, but did Dak do a good job in the minefield?
No, absolutely. I mean, he obviously kept the focus on that we got a game on Monday. And but, the way you could tell the tone of his voice in the beginning when he fired off his response kind of behind his words. Maybe sounds like, from Dak's point of view, like, what is he talking about? So Dak played it off well. And actually, one thing you mentioned, too, was like, if somebody called you for 15 minutes about $100 billion, you guys would be running the phone right now, too, not just Jerry. So, yeah, in a way, he kind of came to Jerry's defense. But I think Dak continues to play a great job of brushing it off and saying, we got to focus on this game. And it's tough because when you're in this position, like, you're the guy that everyone looks to in the locker room to be the leader. And so I think he gave a good response that, other guys maybe in that locker room would probably say, like, what is our owner talking about? But, I think Dak played it off really well.
Yeah, I think he was surgical, to use a term from training day. And Denzel Washington. It was Alonzo. He was surgical with his response. And if there's ever a class that I want more people, in fact, Tua Tagovailoa, not to kind of go off, but Tua, you might want to go to the Dak Prescott school of how to be a quarterback and stand up to the press and answer questions correctly, because you had a response. Anyway, Dak Prescott did a masterful job. He was clean. He was precise. He was empathetic. He brought in the fans.
Yeah.
He brought in, like, there are a lot of people who cover this team and follow this team and cheer for this team that are probably upset at what he said.
He said, but being a fan and you just hear that or read that, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It definitely can be
So I
frustrating.
just thought the way that he was able to navigate through that was, it was chef kiss.
He knew
It was chef kiss from Dak, who has stood at that podium many, many a times and has said the right things in the right moment. And that's what you want. And honestly, that is what you absolutely want from your franchise quarterback. When all hell is breaking loose, you want him to be the calm in the storm on the field. And when all hell can break loose off the field, you want him to be able to step to the podium and say the right things and be able to have both sides be heard. Like, I think when people heard his response, fans were like, Terrell Owens, that's my quarterback cry. And also, still, and we talked about it earlier, it was like, boy, it must feel good to have FU money.
Yeah, yeah.
Because even in his thing, as he ended it, he still kind of took a jab at Jerry, I think, a little bit.
He said, but in that sense, I would just say, this is the part that I think is a shot. Love it. The guy has never really lied about who he is or what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
He's a business owner that cares about getting rich.
And I've said that. I've said that on many times on this show. That's what Jerry cares about. And so, again, I just thought, kudos to Dak Prescott. This is not a glazed session from us to Dak, but he stood there and he answered the question and he answered it masterfully.
See, and I disagree with one person in the chat who said Dak's too corporate and his view does not represent all of the locker room. Your locker room, Dak is the one that'll take at least the veiled shots.
Yeah.
Like during the Micah stuff, he was like, we've seen this before. I think I know how this ends. Like he is willing to take those shots. He just does it in a real classy way. And
that's the part that I sometimes don't like about fans, because you want people, you want, I guess, sometimes us and other people and Dak and so on and so forth. Did you want Dak to get up there and cuss his owner out? And say
Jeff would have.
Yeah. And Jeff wouldn't.
Yeah.
And Jeff wouldn't do it. Like he wouldn't do it.
Bring him in.
He wouldn't do it. And there was the good ones know how to navigate that space.
Bring him in.
Right.
They know how to get what they want across without overly offending somebody. And I think a lot of times fans want us to sit there and go, F that and do this and blah, 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 blah. And they want us to be this aggressively disrespectful people. And I'm like, that's not going to play for anybody.
You want the answer that you want, but Dak's not going to go up there and say you want. He's got to be obviously a professional about it at all times.
No, and I think it seems like a lot of people in the chat, I think, are confused. Like, which player do you think is doing that? It's like Dak's PC, say how you feel. Players aren't talking like that. Which player is going out to a microphone and telling you that the owner doesn't deserve his job and he's not trying to win? Like, nobody does it. Dak's the only one who takes shots. He just does it in a Dak way, which I think is fun.
I know, like he's the only guy that got that quick. So we talked to Pickens and CD yesterday. That question only went to Dak. So that speaks alone that people want to hear from Dak. What do you say about it?
Jeff looks like a PE teacher from Miami. Jeff's about to go rollerblading into the sunset. Somebody said I look like a Lisa Frank folder.
Someone said you look like a fruit roll up earlier.
Well, yeah, I had to get something that would be delivered the next day. So this is $28 to be delivered overnight so that I could be ready for Halloween.
Because you knew Halloween was coming 30 days ago.
30 days.
Jeff looks like a just be yourself Sonic car hop. Anyhow, then that's good. And then Schotty answered it in the way that Schotty's going to answer it. Like, he's a coach. He's grateful to be the head coach. He likes getting paid. So he was like, yeah, I mean, whatever, Jerry, I get it. But yeah, we meet all the time. Nobody wants to win more than Jerry. So that's done. Great. We're done with Jerry for the day. Okay. I am Knuff. So I was donging around on the internet, and we're going to do Cowboys offense preview against the Cardinals defense in our next segment, and then we'll do it the other way around. But I saw Bill Barnwell's NFL kind of trade deadline primer, and what he does is teams that should probably trade for players and teams that should probably trade their players for picks. And we have spent our time about who we want to add to this thing, and he put the Cowboys in the should probably trade their players for picks. See the writing on the wall that this team isn't going to be good enough. And the list of names.
And some of these players are not going to be here next year.
Right.
They're not going to be here.
Right.
And like,
true.
Their contracts are up or you're cutting them. So get something if you can right now.
So I wanted to bring it up because some of the names, one of them is Brandon Aubrey, but he does say in the article, like, it's just a thought exercise. Like, what if a contender like the Rams offered you a second-round pick? And the answer is you'd take it in a heartbeat. Well, I don't know if they would. But
they should.
Kenny Clark is in here.
Okay.
Been here half a season, part of the Micah trade. And in a Bill Barnwell article of trade candidate, that if a contender called, what would you do? And I hadn't really thought about it. But if there was a reasonable return on this defense with the contributions he's made to this point, over $20 million next year, if somebody called and offered you a mid-round pick for Kenny Clark, would you trade him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah?
Yes. Kenny Clark has not helped this defense.
It's not just the trade, too. Like, again, that's $21.5 million.
He's not helped this defense.
Isn't it amazing how quickly it turned from we have Kenny Clark and that's awesome to thinking about his cap number next year? Like, that happened in a 3-week stretch.
It's what have you done for me? This league has always been what have you done for me lately? If Kenny Clark would have come in here and he would have consistently been what Jerry and company pushed him out to be, and this run defense was better than what it was, this defense was better than almost 32nd in every statistical category on the defensive side of the ball, then yeah, you say, you know what, man, pay that dude next year. We need to have those type of guys in here next year. But he's not. And the guy next to him hasn't been good either, who you also paid and will be getting $20-something million the next year in Osa Odigizua. So in the conversation, if you're talking about, I know that we're talking about selling some of the pieces, but a lot of the talk has been in the trade deadline that the Cowboys are looking to bring in defensive tackle talent. Right. That also means that this trade has failed. And again, if this is a guy who you're looking at as not going to be contributing to your football team in the future, and you're having the conversation in November or late October, November about potentially making him a salary cut casualty, go get assets for these guys. You're not going anywhere this year.
Hey,
you're not.
What if we win on Monday?
You're not. That's fine.
If we win on Monday, we're chasing it.
Hey, that's fine.
I do think this becomes way more relevant if they lose to the Cardinals. If you're 3-5-1 and you just lost to the Arizona 2-7 Cardinals, and I'm going to throw another name at you. This isn't me. I would never suggest this. This is Bill Barnwell. Javonte Williams, 1-year contract, playing good football.
Yeah.
He's going to be a confusing one at the end of the year if you want to keep him. Like, are you paying him like what you gave up for him? Or are you paying him like he's one of the 5 to 10 best running backs in football? It's probably in between those. But if you're 3-5-1 and somebody offers you a mid-round pick for your running back whose contract is expiring, trade Javonte Williams?
Yes. And listen, go ahead, Ollie. Go ahead.
There's the narrative you can find a running back anywhere. It's not a difficult position to find. Like, we're on this topic too. I'm going to say yes because this team has drafted so poorly in recent years that your best bet, one of your best bets, if you stockpile more picks,
Keep drafting.
the chances of you actually getting better players do increase based on the numbers. But Jesse, go ahead. You don't have to pay him either. That's another thing too. And you need help on the other side of the ball desperately.
Other names in here.
I'm a Javonte Williams fan, of course, right?
Yeah,
He's a North Carolina Tar Heel. Love him. Javonte has been afforded the luxury of having a ton of light boxes because he has two demons on the outside.
Absolutely.
He's been afforded that. And I do give credit to Clayton Adams and to Connor Riley because they have brought a different type of running scheme and things that fit the modern era of running the football, which is giving them a chance. You can find another Javonte. Javonte is not a special back.
You son of a biscuit. You don't say that. Not on Halloween.
You're not. Like, you can find another Javonte. Javonte is not special. He's good, and you appreciate him, but you can find another Javonte.
Find one.
There's other names on here that we might kick around before the show is over. We'll see how much time we have. You never know if you'll have enough time. You know. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, let's get ready for Cowboys offense, Cardinals defense. Can they hang a 40 burger, and are they going to have to?
The weather's changing and storm season is upon us. You don't want to be out here with a bad roof. Qualis Roofing and Construction Company has you covered. Over 700 5-star review with an average rating of 44.9. Qualis Roofing is one of the most trusted names in roofing in North Texas and Austin. And here's what I love. I love the free. Free 99 is for me. And here's what they're doing right now. If you schedule a free roof inspection, you get a free DLLS t-shirt. So if you're looking for a DLLS t-shirt, you need a roof, call Qualis Roofing. And if they replace your roof, you get to choose between a Blackstone grill, a Traeger smoker, because what's in a new roof without a little something extra? So call or go online, schedule your free roof inspection, and don't forget to ask for your free grill. Visit QualisGC.com or just search Qualis Roofing and Construction. That's QUALS, or call 817-500-9008 and get started today.
Let me tell you something cool that our friends at PNC Bank are doing for you, the DFW sports fan. You can pick up your free Dallas Stars hockey hair hat before the games at PNC Plaza at the AAC, November 4th and November 6th. Because, you know, long-term growth takes patience and commitment, something banking and hockey hair have in common. PNC Bank recognizes the value of long-term growth, too. So it's time to see how good long-term growth looks on you. Do that with PNC Bank, or you can just take advantage of PNC Bank and go get their freebies. And you can pick up your free Dallas Stars hockey hair hat before the game at PNC Plaza. Compliments of PNC Bank, November 4th, November 6th at PNC's pop-up Main Street branch. M-A-N-E, Air, Main. I get it. No purchase necessary, one per person while supplies last. 2025, the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc., PNC Bank, an official partner of the Dallas Stars. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Jeremy just had to replace her. You just missed it. If Qualis had done it, you'd be getting a grill.
Blackstone.
That's tough. Cowboys offense going up against the Arizona Cardinals defense. Question number one that I have for you men: can the Cowboys hang a 40 burger, and do the Cowboys have to hang a 40 burger?
Ali?
Defensively, Arizona, it's a veteran group. And the Cowboys, we know offensively, their offense goes off every time they're at home this season. That's been the case. But I think they can because of the big playability. And the Cardinals defensively, their pass defense allowed 234.9 yards, which is the 8th most. And they have allowed 20 plays of 20 yards or more. And we've seen George Pickens, who's number 2 in receptions of 20 or more yards, and number 2 as well in receptions of 40 or more yards. So they definitely can do it with the big playability. Dak Prescott has shined, of course, in Monday Night Football as well. And so far this season at home, he's completed 73% of his passes, 314.7 yards per game, 8 touchdowns, just 1 pick. And he's second in big-time throws this season. I mentioned the Cardinals do have a veteran group. One guy that they will have to account for, really, I get Calais Campbell, future Hall of Famer. They have Dalvin Tomlinson, a good run defender. They have Zaven Collins. I asked Clayton Adams yesterday about Budda Baker, and he gave a really great quote that from Phillip Rivers once said that the best DBs are the ones that don't play by the rules. And Budda Baker's a guy that does not play by the rules. He's everywhere. You got to count for him. You got to watch for him. He can rush. He can run defend. He can pass cover. But with how they have fared at home this season, what we saw against them in Washington 2 weeks ago, the big plays, 75-yard touchdown, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, they definitely can do it. They have the offense to do it. I don't see why in this game they can't drop 30 or more.
They're going to need every bit of that 30-40 burger.
I was going to say, is 30 enough?
They're going to need every bit of that 40 burger to beat this team. This game, to me, is going to come down. It's going to be a 7-on-7 game. I don't think either defense will be able to stop the other's offense. But when I watch this defense, like Budda Baker, while I think Budda Baker is at a point in time in his career where his name has more recognition than his game does right now. This is not me being a hater against Budda Baker, but I mean, I've watched Budda Baker play this Cowboys team a bunch of times, and I've seen him, have success a bunch of times.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like that's the same Budda Baker. I feel like he's getting a little bit. They have a lot of long in the tooth guys on this team,
right?
Of course, you mentioned Calais Campbell. He's a guy. When you watch Calais Campbell, I laugh because you just start seeing Calais Campbell. As soon as the ball snaps, he stands straight up.
He's like 100 years old.
Yeah, and I'm Calais is out here, old man strength,
and he's doing it.
Yeah, I know.
He's doing it.
I know, but
this year. His technique is all just bad. Technique's just all bad.
Body
but he's
part's probably hurt.
Yeah, he's just old manning it out there. Just a lot of wisdom and a lot of old man strength. But the Cardinals defense, they don't have one player on that defense that is wow. They don't have a wow factor. Right? They have what they do have though. They have a bunch of guys who play hard, and they try to be as consistent and as sound as they possibly can be. But we know that this is a league where, in order to take advantage of an other team's offense, you need a wild player. I think Will Johnson is a good player. The cornerback.
That's my guy.
I think he's a decent player.
Number 0.
Yeah. But
which
the
is
big
weird.
plays will definitely be had in this game by the Cowboys offense. You get your center back, you get Cooper Beebe back, so that you have that kind of stalwart in the middle. That gives you an upgrade from what you had in Hoffman. So I think the Cowboys will get back to playing the brand of football that we've been accustomed to seeing them play at home and just this year in general. So to answer your question, can they get to 40? Yes. Will it be enough? Don't know.
If 40 would be enough.
Don't know.
Stop that.
They may be giving up 45.
40 would be enough.
They
I
may
was
be
going to ask
giving-
if 30 is enough.
I know they're 2-5 Arizona. Those 5 losses have been by a combined 13 points. 4 of those are against winning teams. So not saying much on that, but like they know how to keep games close. They can hang in there.
I do enjoy that. I like to see what teams' records are in close games because it's always a very unpredictable stat. Like, people were stunned. Chiefs lost some close games this year because like, that doesn't happen to Pat Mahomes. I'm like, well, you need to become more of a data nerd. Pretty coin flippy when you're in a 1-score game. It's just a matter of who has the ball left, who makes a play, etc. And so they started losing theirs, and everybody's like, this is insanity. This never happens. And I'm like, well, it's bound to. It's kind of what happens when you're in a 1-score game. You don't always have the guy catch the ball, etc. Cardinals are 2-5. You know what they are in 1-score games? 2-5.
2-5.
Every single game.
Yeah.
It's ended up. And some of those are like backdoor. They're not going to win it, but they score 10 and it becomes a 1-score game. But still, Cardinals overall in the data den here. Passing efficiency, they're number 21 in the league. Defensively, talk about their defense. They're 21st at stopping the pass. They're 11th at stopping the run. They're 22nd at pressure rate. What does this all add up to?
Yeah.
Decent little defense.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a nice little challenge for Tyler Guyton, which he gets a lot of weeks. But I think Josh Sweat, that's a nice challenge for Tyler Guyton. Terrence Steele, I don't think has a gimme with Baron Browning. I think he's a decent pass rusher. And Calais Campbell's old as hell. He's still a problem.
Yeah.
He's still a problem. So they have been stout against inside running, which is what the Cowboys do more than most.
Mm-hmm.
They've been pretty darn good when you run up the middle, and that's what the Cowboys want to do. So I think part of it is just who wins the part that you both think you're good at. And a lot of times the answer to that has nothing to do with that thing. If the Cowboys come out and start shredding them, you're gonna be looking at a light box, and now I bet I can run. I bet I can run it pretty good.
Right.
And so you guys are gonna be shocked to hear this. I think the Cowboys should wing it around.
I'm not mad at that take. Anytime you have that level of players outside, take advantage of it.
Always wing it.
Like you have the advantage. You have the advantage at there's 100% of the time when you break the huddle that when your two wide receivers line up, you have the advantage. Like even if you put like last week when they had Patrick Surtain, okay, that's fine. You still have the advantage.
You could get some too.
Yeah.
Because if it's not Patrick Surtain, then we go over here and we beat up on Riley Moss, right? And you still have a caliber of players where, hey, you may win some Patrick Surtain, but we're going to win some too. So I'm not opposed to slinging that thing around the park because you have the advantage at all times. The problem is that you have to make sure that you're able to protect it. If you're able to protect it, then sure, you have the advantage. But you lose the advantage on the outside, so to speak, if you're not able to block it up and allow those things to develop down the football field.
It's surprising to me how many big plays, like Ali gave you the number on the number of 20-yard plays against the Cardinals. That's surprising to me considering what they try to do defensively. It's almost Cowboy-ish. Like they're very much, the thing they do the most is, or more than almost anybody in the league, if not everybody in the league, is like they play cover 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a conservative defense. That's literally 4 different people having a deep quarter of the field. And in theory, that should help to stop big plays. But you said they've given up 20-yard plays. That's a problem. That's a problem.
I'm just thinking about, just internet banter. You hear quarter coverage and the thing that's been happening lately with Mina Kimes and Joe Brown about how you beat, you can't beat quarter coverage over the top. Says Coach Brown, you missed it.
Oh, he says you can't?
Like, where have you been on the field or film or whatever? Something like that.
And when you actually can, for sure, can beat quarters coverage over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just catch somebody slipping. That's all you got to do is get somebody to screw up their quarter with your route combination.
All you have to do and to beat quarters coverage is all I have to do is I know that the safety has number 2 vertical. So all I'm going to do is run him in and run an in route, get him to bite down, run a post over the top. But that's
George Pickens going to catch a touchdown on a post.
That's just simple math that you have to do right there. It's not hard math, right?
Well,
like
the way, and is he's the one who said you can't beat quarters deep?
Yeah, he's trying to go at Mina Kimes for a comment that she made about quarters coverage and he's beat it over the top.
Okay, probably based on his own insecurities there. He decided to go.
Yeah. He has a thing like going against Mina Kimes and just he's like on the same tier of that other cat from Kansas City, Buckner. He's like he's in that realm.
Yeah, interesting. I do think like to that random guy's point. I don't know who he is, but to that random guy's point, in the picture on Madden, there's no way to beat quarters deep because all 4 of them are deep. There's nowhere to go deep because there's 4 people back there. So like if he's saying no, because both safeties, when you snap it, turn and run, and both corners take off running, there's nowhere to go. That's accurate. If you're going to give me the rest of the entire field and cover no one because you have a deep quarter, then he is correct. Just run it like the Madden play says to do. Who's going to have more receiving yards, George Pickens or CeeDee Lamb?
I'll go George Pickens. I'll challenge.
I'll go CeeDee Lamb every week.
All right.
I'll be right.
Hey, I got to give GP something.
when Schottenheimer tells you that, yeah, in our playbook, we have a CeeDee Lamb section. Sure. We have a George Pickens section. Now, the CeeDee Lamb section is a little bit bigger than the George Pickens section.
There's more routes in it.
That lets me know where the ball wants to be thrown to majority of the time.
I do want to shout out our buddy Clarence Hill because I do wonder sometimes if we need to go to the players with all of the we're just having fun here talking about hypotheticals.
Yeah.
But people had been talking about trading George Pickens at the deadline, which I will stand on. If your goofy front office legitimately hasn't had a conversation about a contract extension, the trade deadline is 4 days away, and you have no idea your ability to re-sign him or what that market looks like and no starting point for negotiations, if that's where you are and you lose to the Cardinals and you don't think he's going to be here long-term, you should. I don't want that end result. I want them to give him all the money. But Clarence went to Dak, and he said, I asked Dak about the people who think they should trade George Pickens at the deadline to make sure the Cowboys get something for him in case they don't resign him. He looked at me like I had two heads. Prescott wants Pickens here long term.
He needs to ask Dak about the close choice 4 games.
Well, he's been doing good lately. Jeff looks like an NPC from Vice City. That's a non-playable character.
Okay.
Yeah, just one of the NPCs standing. All right, that's Cowboys offense against Cardinals defense. They're going to hang 100. Jeff looking like an old water cup from the 90s. It's Halloween, guys. What's your costume? Oh, and did I ask you in the chat yesterday? I need to go back and check the chat. I'm going to start draft stuff this weekend for no particular reason.
Yeah,
just a little earlier.
You asked that yesterday.
Okay. What position would you like me to start with? You just go ahead and put that in the chat. Thanks. Hit the like button if you're here. Coming up next, Cowboys defense against the Cardinals offense. Cardinals offense is ho-hum. Does that matter when they play this team? Next.
Fall Fest at Globe Life Field. Do you feel it? Leaves are changing. The temperature's dropping.
Falling in my dang pool.
Rich people problem.
I need 23.2.
Yeah. The pumpkin spice lattes are brewing. Yuck. Fall is officially upon us, and there's no place to celebrate than at Globe Life Field for the annual Fall Fest on November 2nd. That's Sunday, right?
Tomorrow would be the first.
Yeah, that's Sunday. It's no football game. What else you got to do? Get out to Fall Fest. The event runs from 12 to 4 p.m. and there will be a costume parade every hour. So be sure to wear your best Halloween costume. If you got it left over from Friday, just bring that thing over and wear it on Sunday to the Fall Fest. Jeff, you should probably put that on again on Sunday.
Oh, I only wear one out.
Okay. Don't miss out on the Fall Fest event of the year at the home of the Texas Rangers. Tickets are on sale at globelifefield.com/fallfest. That's globelifefield.com/fallfest.
These did come with the costume, Jeremy, along with this fanny pack. I'll have you know. Shout out to our friends at Prize Picks. Well, I wear that app out. I hope there's not ever a time limit on that thing, because I like to do a Prize Picks situation for like every football game. Prize Picks is for all the different sports. You can combine picks across. You want to do a hockey goalie, a WNBA forward, and an NFL quarterback? Tear it up. All you're doing is saying that you think that X player is going to have more or less than whatever projected stat in the game. However many touchdowns you think Dak's going to throw, you find that number. Say more. Yards, say more. Say less, you say whatever you want. If you think it's going to be 3, you're going to be going more. Because usually the highest number you'll see for a quarterback is 1.5. 4. I think he's going to throw at least 2. And you combine those picks, you get them right, and you get all the money. That's what I'm talking about. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right, it's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. It is Cowboys defense, much maligned, I would say. The much maligned Cowboys defense against the Arizona Cardinals offense. Somebody asked earlier, will Kyler Murray play? Jeff looks like Ace Ventura chased a cat through a paint factory. 80s macho man without steroids. You don't think I look like I look? Jesse, can you
got the hoodie on.
Can't see. Where was it?
Cowboys defense versus Cardinals offense.
Oh, the Cowboys.
Much maligned.
Somebody asked, will Kyler Murray play? The answer is it sure looks like. Limited in practice yesterday. Looks like Kyler Murray will very likely play. And the first thing you need to know, if you hadn't heard this before, Kyler Murray.
Second.
AT&T Stadium.
Second
best player to come out behind me.
Yep.
I wasn't even good at it. We did have a great receiver on our team. It was not me. He is 8-0 at AT&T Stadium. Does that matter in any way, shape, or form? Because people always talk about it because he won a bunch. He's 2-0 there with the Cardinals. One of them Dak played, one he didn't. The other ones are 3 state championship games and 3 other high school games when he played at Allen that he played at AT&T Stadium. Does it matter at all? People love to give the stat.
Yeah. You've played a lot of flag football.
When I've played at AT&T Stadium and I played at Texas Stadium. Did you know Texas Stadium was insane? If you ran an out route, you were running downhill.
Yes.
Texas Stadium was like that.
Right.
It was crazy.
It was water coming through the roof had to level out somewhere. Or
if
just
you
sit
ran
in
a
the middle
slant
field.
from wide enough, you were running uphill at Texas Stadium.
So here's the thing. We've all been in places, and I liken this to basketball. Like, there's certain gyms that you go into, you're just like, this is the gym right here. Like, this is where my shot feels good in this gym, right? Like, you wrestled. There were certain gyms that you went into, it was like, this gym right here.
Just know.
Like, if you're from Jersey, if you're from North Jersey, and you played basketball, you wanted to play at the Dunn Center. The Dunn Center was like the mecca of high school basketball. It fit the most fans in there. You just knew that gym where you got to go off. And a lot of times, if you were a good player, you probably went off in that particular gym. So that stat is real. There are what the player's mindset. There are certain gyms, fields, arenas, diamonds that you just a hitter's park. Certain baseball players I love when I go to this park because the ball carries. You know, the home run is shorter. And you just have a good feeling. So that is a real thing for Kyler Murray when he comes. It's his home for him.
Exactly.
So when he comes home, it's like, yeah, AT&T Stadium. I know this place. There's something about this place that, or in the NBA, guys go to Madison Square Garden, they go to MSG, and all of a sudden now Melo turns into Hoodie Melo, and Kobe turns into the Black Mamba, and Jordan turns into, like, LeBron goes into his mode. Playing in certain arenas absolutely have an effect on certain players.
You agree with that?
Yeah, what Jesse said.
Do you agree?
What he said.
Spot on.
I guess in my mind, it's like, I mean, you're playing against the Dallas Cowboys. Like, sure, you happened to play there in high school where you were going to beat everybody you played because you were awesome.
The difference is I
think he's 2-0 at
teams.
AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
I don't think he's 8-0. Like, I don't care that you beat Plano West there.
What about in college?
That don't count.
What about in college?
He did win 2 Big 12 title games
Oklahoma,
there.
Yeah.
It's not that he just he performs there. Like, it's one thing to be a part of a winning situation.
It's just something about it.
It's something about this place that it's like he performs in that dome.
Yeah, I guess you've talked me into it. I just thought of it as it happens to be where the Big 12 title game is played, and it happens to be near his high school. But pro-wise, how does that matter? But yeah, I guess he probably is walking in there and just feeling good. And if you're feeling good and you play confident, you're going to get a better result. So yeah,
Deion said, you look good, you play good, they pay good.
Why didn't you get the matching outfit? We could have been the Rockers.
Well, first of all, you told no one that you were dressing for Halloween.
We could have been Shawn Michaels and Marty
You told
Jannetty.
no one that you were dressing for Halloween.
I thought everybody dressed up for Halloween.
Never.
I'm disappointed in Ali. I knew you weren't.
You didn't even ask me.
But you've said before, I go
at that point,
Jesse
man,
Holland.
or whatever.
I could have been Jesse Holland.
You are.
Oh.
You're doing it. But Ali, I thought for sure. John.
Oh, yeah.
I thought for sure.
Picking on the young guys.
I dressed last year with the entire Stars show, and I think they dressed last night as well for their pre and post. So I don't know. Y'all didn't dress last year, so I figured you weren't dressing again this year.
It never came up in the conversation.
It never did, yeah.
It never came up not in the Slack, not in the text, not at the table, nothing.
You guys don't check the Slack.
We check the Slack.
I see it sometimes.
I have to.
No, I see it sometimes. I thought Ali was dressed as a Charger, as his Charger with the black
white
with the plug.
That would have been a funny one if you dressed as a Charger.
One thing that I do find interesting about the Arizona Cardinals that I think is worth discussing. Marvin Harrison Jr. has been on a real weird NFL trajectory. Where I think a couple of things happened.
Respectfully, Big Marvin. We're not.
Oh, I can do it when we talked about him on my little tiny personal YouTube channel this morning. I can give the same disclaimer. A lot of respect for the Harrison family.
Yeah, please.
I think the Harrison family.
Put that out there.
Any friends of theirs, friends and family. Just a lot of respect.
Yep.
Real, just
next to kin and distant relatives.
Just a lot of respect for the Harrison family.
Yep, we do.
Which I wanted to say. But I think Marvin is not quite the player that he was built up to be.
No.
And then on top of it, his confidence was totally shot. And I thought, whenever he made that big touchdown catch, that after he'd been dropping the ball,
you saw it.
The most blatant body language I've ever seen from a guy who's supposed to be a good NFL player that acknowledged to everyone, yes, I was mind F. He was just oh, thank God I caught that. And since then, he'll catch the ball. Like, I don't think he's mind-effed anymore. But I do think he's just not the player that he was built up to be. I don't go into this game and go, oh my God, what are you going to do with Marvin Harrison Jr.? In my mind, Marvin Harrison Jr. is I'll take the ball from you, and that's about it.
I want to ride with you. You're my guy. I do. And I agree with you on the front part of that.
Which is all the respect in the world.
And then the middle part of that of Marvin hasn't lived up to the hype.
Yep.
Right? Because coming out of Ohio State, you thought he was supposed to be the next Megatron, the next Randy Moss, the next, well,
he's full size, but he's not an explosive mover, and he doesn't play great through contact, like getting off the line of scrimmage and through routes.
But
you think he's better than I'm portraying?
No, he's going up against Triquest Bridges.
Oh,
and he's going up against
the matchup.
Okay, you're not disagreeing with me. Yeah. I'm just saying you don't view him as oh my God.
No.
It's only oh my God because.
Because.
Yeah.
But he still has a good enough skill set that it can turn into oh my God.
Right.
He looks like the guy who we thought was coming out of Ohio State.
He'll body up somebody
against Triquest Bridges or against Kyer Elam, right? Like he'll catch the hitch or the slant and they'll take a wrong angle and he'll spin out of it and he could run away from you. Like he'll run away from you if you give him some chance to get the legs going. He definitely will catch a slant or a post or a go route. Again, if I was confident of the DBs that we had guarding him, then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He's just he's no different than anybody else. But I think about Triquest Bridges and I think about Kyer Elam having to be the one who guards him, and all of a sudden now he comes in AT&T Stadium because we turn average players into superstars. We turn guys who are just supposed to be ho-hum and now he comes out and you're just like, oh my God, we let,
he's going to win.
We let the Robinson kid from New York go for 160.
He's going to win NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? So like that's the part that worries me.
And here's why.
Let's go to the tight end.
Yeah. I do think they have somebody you're scared of.
Now, yes.
That is the guy.
I think Trey McBride's one of the best tight ends in football.
100%.
That dude is,
he's a dude.
I don't know if I'd have to Google this real quick. Like, I don't think by tight end standards he's big, but like compared to people who are guarding him, he's probably what, 6'4", 250 maybe?
Yeah,
he ain't 6'6", 6'7".
No,
like,
no.
Big old dude. But like, he will line up and play tight end. But he'll be out in the slot. Like, he's their guy.
He's their
6'4", 246.
Okay.
He's a dude.
He'll snatch the ball from you. He's tough. It's a Gavin Dawson term. Like, he's the Wookiee tight end. Like Chewbacca in Star Wars.
Okay.
When you want a tight end that once they catch it and you're looking at him run, you're like, he looks angry.
Yeah.
And it's going to be tough to get a hold of that dude.
He's a
Wookiee.
He's the attitude. He's the attitude of that offense. And that's the one thing that I asked people on Twitter the other day. I was like, hey, armchair defensive coordinators, what's your plan? What is your plan to stop Trey McBride? Because, if you're talking about maybe having Deron Bland come in there with the safety over the top, there's not a linebacker or a safety that I want covering him.
He's such a big body.
Right.
Once he gets that
don't
inside,
have that guy either.
Yeah, I'm Marquise Bell. I don't think so. Donovan Wilson. I don't think so. Elijah Clark, if he plays, I don't think so. I don't know who else we have back there playing safety.
That's not
whatever.
To worry about it. That's not.
So that is Kyler breaking containment and running around because we don't have people who know how to do their responsibilities, and him finding Trey McBride over and over and over and over again is the things that I look at this game. That's the game changer of it all.
Their running back is Bam Knight, who I watched this morning.
That's awesome.
Kind of fun. Like, he can go. He got a little zoomy to him. And his backup is Ernie DeMarcado, who I think that's actually saying it wrong. Amari DeMarcado, who they hate now. They hate him because he did the thing where you drop the ball before you score. And so since then, they just buried him. And they're like, okay, so Connor's hurt.
That's the one. That's the one that Coach Gannon.
Got into it.
Yeah.
I'm not sideline.
So I guess the next week at practice, like he walked out on the field and he was like, "Who is that other guy that's here? That's a running back?" And they were like, "His name's Bam," and he was like, "You're it."
Yeah. When you cost a coach a game and money, you're not playing anymore.
Nope.
You're done.
Well, I think so. For the Cowboys, your defense, what you're going to have to do is, and I have no faith they can do any of this because I have no faith that they can do literally anything. But what you got to do is just take advantage of Like, I totally buy the Kyler Murray contract. We put a clause in about like study time.
Hell yeah.
They immediately like took it out or retracted it or whatever. Said, no, I don't know what you're talking about, because it became a big story. It's their starting quarterback. They didn't want that out there. But I totally buy it. Because for a guy that can move like he does and can throw a football like he does, you just have to take advantage of the moments that it's like, why does that guy play like a rookie?
Right.
Because he'll do that stuff.
Yeah, he got that YOLO in him.
I forgot which game I was watching this morning where he did 2 little circles in the pocket and then he flicked the ball out to the left because he knew he was screwed.
Yeah.
He didn't have a single route on the left.
Right.
So they're like, right, that's intentional grounding, sir. And it's like, what? You've been in the league for like 7 years.
He's playing Madden.
Well, you brought up Marvin Harrison too. Like, do you think part of it is Kyler Murray? The fact that he hasn't looked the way that many expected him to.
I think that just watching Marvin Harrison play, I think a lot of it is he's just not. There's a reason he never ran a 40 before the draft. But the production starting at the age of 18 or 19 or whatever, just how much better he was than college players was good enough that he was just going to get drafted real high. But, like, I don't think he's fast. I don't think he's sudden at stopping and starting. And I don't think when a ball's in the air, he plays to his size. Off the line of scrimmage, it's probably just a product of he's just not that sudden of a guy. Boy, you can get DB stuck to him. And I don't know. Like, maybe I'm bringing the bar down on him too far, but I don't think that's a star player. And I don't think it will be. Who he is. But
who would have thought Emeka Egbuka would have been the best receiver in the league coming out of Ohio State? He played with those guys.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Wait a year.
Oh, well, yeah. No.
That dude who's a sophomore right now?
We know.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith.
Yep.
My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Oh,
he's easy
sure.
to scout.
For sure.
Because when you say, I want the perfect prospect, okay, take Marvin Harrison Jr. Now make him way faster and way quicker.
Yeah.
And there he is.
That's your guy. Yep.
And no confidence issues.
No, without a shadow of a doubt.
But all the respect to the Harrison family.
Utmost.
The most. I don't know if there's a family I respect more.
Probably not.
Honestly. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we have our picks, we have our predictions, we have our players to watch. We're getting ready for Cowboys Cardinals on Monday. It's next. I also have all the respect for you. Slightly more for those of you who have signed up to be a diehard and support DLLS. Because those signups help us keep it. Because there are people somewhere counting. They're like, oh, you guys don't have as many as Philly. Not real close. And I'm like, well, our listener base doesn't like it quite as much as the Philly fan. That's my perception so far.
Awesome.
But would love you to sign up to be a diehard. And that would be real nice, because when you do that, you get a lot of different stuff. There will be no ads on the website for you. And our website is a one-stop shop for all of your DFW sports needs. You have beat writers for every team, the best of the best. And some of that content is considered diehard level only. So when you sign up to be a diehard, you just get access to everything. Some places won't give you nothing unless you give them the money. We want the monies just for the little extra stuff. And we're going to give you a t-shirt. And we've created a community in our Discord where, you can interact with us. I see you get some sort of privilege like we're special. Jesse's.
You're special.
We're all special.
Ed.
Because there's only one of us, and that's special. Not special in the best ways all the time, but special. But yeah, sign up to be a diehard. You get a free t-shirt from our merch store when you sign up, and they're real cool. We got a lot of real cool shirts. Maybe rock that 88 Club shirt on Monday for the game. Probably have that on. Or I'll rock a Micah Parsons. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, you get one of them t-shirts, get in the Discord, no ads on the website, access to all the things we do, discounts on other merch, and I get caught reading the chat while I'm talking. I'm not covering bases. I just respect the Harrison family. Okay? I respect the Harrison family.
Don't leave us out.
Sign up and be a dog. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Oh yeah, join our supporters club, because I did see somebody post in the chat. We got you covered. If you don't want to win another game, I don't want them to gain another yard. If you don't want to win another game,
play the tank.
We got an emoji for you. The tank emoji's here.
Yeah.
Ice tank emoji is in the building, okay? And if you're a part of the supporters club, you get the badge next to your name. You get those exclusive emojis. You get those things. Joel said to Chad, if you lose to Arizona, bring out the ice tanks. I don't disagree with you. If they lose this game, and don't get me wrong, I'm not for 2 months of football just going to talk about, well, I hope they lose. But I will be in that mind frame that if you get to 3-5-1, you lose to the Arizona Cardinals. My desire will be that the outcome of every game is negative, so that we can try to get the best players that we can. Get ready for next year. Jeff's in the super chat. Jeff, never stop dunking on Jerry. It's not mean if he's the one manipulating us. He's cheap, and he does suck at his job. Keep hating on him, Ken.
Did you tweet that? Did you put that in there yourself?
That is my name, and there's
nothing
that he said. Do I disagree? Well, I don't like saying somebody sucks. That's
no one. Did you say that you were Ken? Did you say that?
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, but how did he know that?
Because it looks like Ken, right? Barbie movie was all pink, and it's kind of a Ken. No, you don't think so?
Ken.
And somebody else said I thought shorts were banned. They are. I made an executive decision today that I was going Halloween outfit, and I was thinking Clarence is right. Like Clarence's shorts aren't short. But when you sit like this, they just get short. They're not short shorts. But I just broke the rule for Halloween. I decided I could. Ali, players to watch?
Yeah, let's go for it. Jesse, you toted him on Tuesday. I'm going to start off with Donovan Izaraku.
Hit the like button. We only have 84. If we don't have 100 before the end of the show, we won't be here Monday. We'll be fired.
Yeah, do that as well. I feel like when you watch him, and I know he had his first sack a couple weeks ago, I feel like there's times where you feel he's getting close.
Who'd you say?
Donovan Izaraku.
Oh, I think he's about to take off. Yeah. I think he's looking pretty good lately. I don't know what takeoff means on this defense, but like he is affecting quarterbacks,
right?
And he is not a weakness against the run. Like I think Donovan Izaraku, Jerry would tell you that man's on the come.
Kevontae Turpin, I bring him up. Why? And I asked Nick Sorensen this yesterday.
Yeah,
if you notice in the last couple games, more kicks, more punts are being angled to the side. We saw Matt Gay kick one out of bounds. We saw the punter for the Broncos had one go off his foot, off the side of his foot, go out of bounds. Cowboys set up the 41. He may not be returning them, but with that philosophy of trying to angle them away, he's still making an impact.
What if you went with, I'm saying Kevontae Turpin because, and just for our fan base, that house call this week.
Cardinals.
House call this week.
The number? Hold up.
And it's going to be a punt, not a kickoff. House call. Say it, Ali.
Kevontae Turpin house call. I'm literally trying to find this number.
You said it with a question mark. I heard.
No. Here it is. Sorry. I was trying to find this number. They have allowed. Well, this is kickoff return. They've allowed 26.1 yards per return, 11th most. Their touchback percent is just 11.1%, 9th fewest. So house call. Kevontae Turpin runs one back this week.
There we go. See, cut that up. Put it on the internet. House call for Kevontae Turpin.
But no, the point is too. Like again, he's still making the impact without sometimes even touching the football. So
that's nice.
Jadeveon Clowney, and I bring him up. Why? Brian Schottenheimer did say last week that, again, changes are coming. Clowney is going to get more reps.
I think, and then we'll figure out why
he's going to get more reps.
And then we'll figure out why
you got to watch him.
I think, and last week, by the way, Donovan Izaraku led your edge guys in snaps. I think he and Clowney should lead this team in snaps off the edge. And then Dante Fowler. And then I don't care. I liked Marshawn Nealon, man. I thought he was gonna be a good run player, which even as a rookie, he showed some of that. Who you just got to develop something as a rusher, and now I almost see neither. That's tough. And Sam Williams. Say those words. What were you laughing about?
It's just.
What?
Oh man, like the bar is so low. The bar is so low. Is that we're like, yeah, let's give the old man some more reps, and
he's better than the guys we got,
and that's not saying much. Like
I know
that's the tallest short person. You know what I mean?
I know, but we're not allowed to say that every time, or otherwise it's just a really sad show.
Are
like
trying,
sometimes you gotta be like, you know what? I think Clowney's been the best.
They're trying every possible solution. I'm going to say this: this defense is at its best when it's not on the field. I'm sorry, that sounds cruel. But just think about it.
Yeah, they're hoping something sticks, man. They throw a lot at the wall and hoping something sticks. And I hope Clowney get more reps. Don't tire out. Don't wear down. And just give us something.
I'll tell you, off the record, Clowney thinks he should be getting a lot more
Mm-hmm.
over a lot of people.
That's the problem with veteran players.
I'm just telling
you. They come in, they still believe that they still got it, especially when everything around them seems to be sucking.
Yeah.
They're like,
come on.
Give it to me.
Give Booby a spin.
So you saw I'm high level pedigree right here.
Austin said it's sad because Jerry's right. The edges room is the best position group on defense. God, I think
edge room is the best.
Well, the D tackle should be the best.
They should be. Yes,
it's been bad. How can it not be Osa and Kenny? And it might not be. It's bad. Why did you send that in?
To get you going.
Why did you send that in? That's bad.
Yeah.
That hurts. I don't like that at all. Our defense got some challenges. And somebody said, Jeff, you're predicting that the Cardinals will punt. And that's crazy.
That's a good point.
That is possible. Do we have is that them?
Oh, two more. Cooper Beebe, missing piece of the offensive line. Really, in general, too, like this offense, it's getting healthy at the right time, and the bye week is coming up.
Come on.
And last but not least, I'm going Dak Prescott. 5-1 on Monday Night Football. Has played his best games in prime time and would love to hand Kyler Murray first loss at 18.
Let's go. Yeah. I like the BB one too. I think Cooper Beebe is going to help. I think the Brock Hoffman experience was probably better than what some people have for backup center or backup interior offensive line. But I think over time, Jesse's talked about it. People start watching film and they're like, that's the guy, huh? Okay. And that okay has started happening to us. And so I'm excited to get Cooper Beebe back. I think that'll be nice. Predictions for the game. Who wants to go first?
You got to win by you got to score 40 to win, but
do you have to score 40 to win for real?
Look,
40
defense.
You have to score 40.
All right, we'll go 35. Is that better?
Too high? We'll hear it in your number because your number will tell me what they need to win.
I'm going to go Cowboys. They'll win this one. They've been playing their best at home. Their offense is outstanding at home. Let's go Cowboys 34, but this defense will make any offense look great. Arizona goes 34-30. Let's go with that.
Okay. So you need 31.
34-30 Cowboys?
Yeah.
What is that?
They're not losing at home.
You look like you didn't.
They're not losing prime time at home. Come on now.
That was an irresponsible pick. They got to be favored, right?
I think two.
Cowboys.
So two at home is giving up 2 at home is.
You're saying the teams are basically, but you're at home. So we're even with the 2-7 Cardinals. Is what Vegas is saying.
Have you seen our defense?
You think it's a tie?
Have you seen our defense?
No.
You think it's a tie?
Look even?
No. I think.
Predict a tie. I dare you.
I think draft season is getting ready to start for you.
No. Oh no. Well, you have to put a number on it.
Taking it out, aren't we?
You have to put a number on it.
Yeah, I think we see the second week in a row where this offense isn't as explosive as it once was. I think the Cowboys lose this game 29-26.
Give you that if it's on the road. This offense hasn't been spectacular on the road.
I
know the defense might play, but come on, like draw passes week 1, turnovers against Chicago.
Get him.
You're gonna see pressing again.
Get it.
You're gonna see pressing again from this offense.
No, they're in quarters. You have to make sure you can't be too close because you have to be all the way back there.
No, from the offense. From the offense.
Not pressing, not press corner.
Yeah, pressing.
Okay.
Pressing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like MD Rose prediction. Cowboys 63.
I was about to say.
Cardinals 5.
Phil, didn't you go 2 points 2 weeks ago? 4. So it's a safety. Add a safety every week for you.
I like safeties, and so I try to predict them. And I am tempted to go Cowboys offense at home. I'm tempted to go 64 to 7, but the 7 is a field goal and 2 safeties. I'm tempted to. But I also made a promise. I also made a promise to myself. I told these MFers, you got one more time with me. Okay? And they took that one more time. And my God. So I'm going to predict, and this is going to be me. I believe in genuine broadcast. And genuinely, I think that they're going to win the game. But I refuse to pick it. Because this defense, I can't. I just can't. Cardinals 36, Cowboys 33. Because I told you got one more chance.
I'll just ride in Kyler's AT&T record.
And you should win this game. And if you don't, I'll still be mad. But I can't. I'm done picking them to win with this defense. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the pregame and the postgame. Have a nice, safe and happy. Hopefully you get something that has some liquor in it that also has a little steam coming off it.
Don't give out candy corn.
Cauldron.
Please
Remember,
don't.
you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Mugaletta. We all silly like the mayor.